a little hook as well on Beastmaster just to damage him. Mid block is even. Both of them start in the center of the river.
Curious too here in this top lane. Kataomi, just seeing the way that they play this. Mira having to be careful though. Again, this is not a particularly strong laner. Nyx Assassin does some issues. It is usually a bit stronger when it's paired with something ranged, so having Toby on the Visage is going to probably be a boon, but Mira's definitely keeping Kataomi very busy for the time being.
Yeah, Kataomi doing a good job as well, making sure the Visage doesn't get bothered by Nyx here, but while Nyx is a weak laner, the Lifestealer makes up for it a lot here by just being powerful last hitter against the Visage. So expecting him to have quite good of a time still.
Fighting in that top lane. How do you feel about this new silencer too? We did just get some of those changes in the recent patch.
Yeah, the curse is just straight up stronger now. I think Silencer support mainly was buffed a lot, and I think he's quite useful now since you can cancel blink daggers with it as well. The instant damage and the arcane curse. We haven't seen too many teams playing it, but I think he's worth picking up.
Wonder if we'll start to see more of him as the
they're bringing down Beast.
Yeah, he's sitting very low, and it's going to be Fishman who gets the first blood. Seeing the power of that silencer and the harassment. Of course, he is out of mana at this point. Does have some mangoes being brought out now.
Yeah, they got that kill quite easily too. They didn't even need to use a Sunstrike for it. Top lane, we see a lot of damage being taken by Team Spirit. In Team Spirit here, the Lifestealer gets past the Tango over by Mira.
Yeah. All the mana regen over on Kataomi. He's got himself another mango. He's got a clarity. Just gonna keep seeing these Stormhammers, I have a feeling, just trying to harass as much as possible. Bottom lane, we do land a hook onto Miposhka. We're just gonna run him down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's 2 kills right now. The kills over for Punch early game are quite impactful because if you get a lot of kills early, you get those Flesh Heap stacks retroactively. Just really nice.
Good. So for those people who are not super familiar with the Silencer position 5, what typically is the build that you're going to want to go?
I doubt that he's gonna get too many items. I think usually just a 4 staff, you know, like that's it. That's your luxury farm. 4 staff is fantastic for him because usually mobility is a problem. But I don't expect him to be getting too many items in this game. He probably has to take a very supportive role. And sacrifice himself greatly.
That's one thing that Fishman does pretty well from my experience of watching him play, is he tends to be very sacrificial.
Yeah, I mean, someone has to do it so others can thrive. It's, you know, it's not about having fun when you play Pos 5, it's about winning.
I don't know about that. I think there are still Pos 5s that enjoy playing
Radiant's
it, but
courier
they like taking
killed.
more of that supportive role, not getting all the glory.
The masochists. Playing without anything.
They like hard mode, you know? It's like people who play Dark Souls. They like a challenge.
It's true.
Bullying on Miposhka. Look at Pierre. He's looking for a hook. But it's going to just turn his attention back, and the Sunstrike comes in. Boop. There goes Miposhka. No collapse. Taking a decent amount of damage from Pierre and Fishman. Careful with those boars. Fine. A bit of armor. Gonna shuffle that courier out of the way too. Is now Mira. Stormhammer gets thrown out with the Sunstrike.
Missing.
Not enough damage here as Toby chases, but Yatoro going to fight back, and Kataomi has to be careful. He might no. It's gonna barely survive that on 24 HP.
Yeah, the creeps coming in and tanking so much of it.
It's got the impale ready. Looking for it. It's gonna land over onto Toby. Couple more hits should do the trick. There it is.
That's despite Carapace. He's just taunting.
But
He's played it quite well though. He got some experience from that Sunstrike kill earlier as well, so he can get experience from outside of the lane. Bottom.
Bottom, top lane to Kataomi. Forced to use that war cry to try to run away. Mid lane, they use the Rolling Thunder over onto Stormers. Miposhka is here. They've got the Alpha Wolf to try to do enough damage, and by God, they have it. As Pure makes his rotation here to the mid lane, only sitting at level 5 though.
And Visage gets brought down top, possibly. Mira with a bit of body blocks
yeah,
should be doing it.
Everything, just all hell's breaking loose.
He's under a ward.
Mira creeping forward, opens with the impale. There's going to be the global silence, but they do have plenty of damage here. As he throws out the tornado, he's not going to be able to escape it. All up with a nice curse on top of it over the back lines. Again, Pure finding Maposhka, but Toronto Tokyo rolling on through. We'll be able to keep Maposhka alive a little bit longer. Kataomi coming forward does throw out the Stormhammer, but now Pure, he is not looking like he's going to be able to survive the onslaught coming out from Team Spirit as they'll jump out from that Infest bomb and they'll finish off Toby.
Beautiful fight by Team
Memes
Spirit.
about, you know, Abed playing Storm. Zayats is now the, wake up, Zayats, it's time to play your Nyx Assassin. But yeah, look at this. They creep. Look how fast they're moving away. They show themselves. There's the Infest bomb immediately jumping over onto Fishman. Fishman, he just doesn't have much for items just yet, so he is going to fall. And they use the Rolling Thunder over onto Kataomi. Toronto Tokyo very far away from the rest of his team. That needs to be a little bit careful because they're going to try to follow up, use the Sunstrike. The bounce back, though, using the Lotus will ensure they get the kill on Kataomi. And now Toby, he has been left behind, is going to try to buy himself a little bit more time by turning himself into that stone form, but they're just waiting so patiently for Toby. And they'll finish him off.
They almost caught Pure as well. They were in the animations of using
Spirit. Going over towards the top, there is Pure nearby. Yeah, look at this. They look at Stormstorm, but they're going to open up the jump onto Pure instantly. As all the team comes in, they even get the roar off, so that's just a dead Pudge, despite the attempt to save him coming out from Stormstormer.
Yeah, that was good catch. I mean, they use everything, but it doesn't really matter. Just dump your spells, you get the carry killed. Now they can push.
Fishman. It's feeling pretty scary for him as Yatoro's going pretty deep, but we'll back off, take the attention to the tower. Kataomi throwing out a casual Stormhammer. Nice dodge.
Over there, yeah, and then you also have Nyx running around. They are going to bring down the Dominator creep top, so 253 gold for Pure. So use this dismember.
Oh, nice use of the birds. They'll get the pick off on Fishman, who's waiting in. Oh, hey, look at this. Look who's up and alive. That's going to be a Roche. But it does feel like they would like to get maybe another...
With Dominator creeps, Forge Spirits being sent bottom by a Stormstormer. Here comes the move, though. Team Spirit coming in with the Nyx on Punch.
Creeping again, opening with that Spike Carapace. That silence coming out. Pure gets off the dismember. The rest of the team standing nearby. The roar comes out. The follow-up. Can they finish up Pure in time? That was the question. A little bit more damage getting dropped. Yes, they'll be able to take him out, but then Stormstorm finishing up over onto Yatoro. They'll buy back on Pudge. Poshka just chain gunning from such a far distance. We'll be able to finish off Toby as now Kataomi seeing if he can catch anyone here.
Oh, yes, Gem on Enchantress would be a big kill.
They managed to go find Maposhka. He's popped the sprites, trying to stay alive, but there's a decent amount of damage as they're chasing after him. As over on the back end, though, they do end up losing Fishman. And Maposhka, again, he's like a little bit like a tank.
The untouchable. Yeah. They can't hit him.
That untouchable is a real deal. Right, Mira looking for the opening. Will be able to land over onto the Pudge. Another buyback coming out from Fishman. Stormstormer is just taking too much damage.
Oh my word,
Maposhka
solo killed Stormstormer. He hurricane spiked him and killed him.
Enchantress 5. They could not handle it. As Pure now with that Spike Carapace from Mira is causing problems to Maposhka. He's just taking over, it feels like. This guy's dishing out all the impetus. Can they find Kataomi here? No, Kataomi will be able to teleport out. Pierre popping the BKB gets the boar, but not going to be able to get anything beyond that. Oh man, Fishman, I believe he bought back during that fight. The dive bomb. Imagine if they had Sprink on Maposhka.
Yeah, that was a case of just Entity getting greedy though and trying to get more. They wanted more.
They're teleporting in. Immediately, though, they spot him out. They see Stormstorm. They get the roar. He's just absolutely dead. Buys back immediately. The chase is on over after Toby. Toronto Tokyo rolling around. Pure, though, over on the back end. Does manage to get his hands on Collapse, but that Spike Carapace doing damage. Again, just canceling out the Dismember. They'll get the kill on Pure. Down for 86 seconds. This Roche belongs to Team Spirit.
My poor boy.
Just immediately shrug it off. Entity, though, they get jumped on by Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, he's creating space.
Just pushing them away, absolutely, as they can hit these buildings. They do manage to take another tower. They have all 5 up as Pure goes in for the hook, manages to go and grab Miposhka. That Lotus Orb coming into play, though, will bounce back over onto Kataomi. They do end up losing Miposhka. Now Mira trying to climb away. They have the vision. They had the Infest bomb. Yatoro popping out. They've already lost Mira. They'll turn their attention to Kataomi, get a couple of these clicks off. Their silence, the drag back again from Pure. The nukes are there. The Lotus, all right, they'll be able to take him down the first time. Gem down on the deck, but gonna pop right back up again, and I don't know if they have. No, they just
stun whenever someone comes to devour them.
Oh, the jump over onto Kataomi. Casual hook from Pure, hoping, you know, maybe I'll catch something. All these birds, though, they're taking a lot of damage. Nice get Roar over onto Toby, trying to force staff him away, but Toronto Tokyo closing the gap with some help from his friends. They'll be able to get mega creeps should they want them. The buyback now coming out from Toby. And that is the mega creeps. They do manage to grab Miposhka, so they'll be able to get themselves a consolation prize, but the rest of the side is Spirit. On their way out, Pure, they're considering going back in. The Rolling Thunder plus the Lifestealer bomb, jumping over onto Toby. The pop out immediately. It doesn't matter. They have so much right-click damage. They're just ripping them apart. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro. They call GG. Team Spirit just running away with this game with a 37k lead. And they'll pad the stats. They'll get one more kill.
Yeah, like you said, they were just way too far ahead in gold there. They managed to grab themselves more and more of an advantage in this game.